How's it going, guys, and welcome to what I believe is episode number 28 of Career Mode. And we start the episode off with Jordan Slew coming back from injury. He's not ready just yet. He's ignore that. He's still got the plaster next to his nose. He's not ready just yet, but he is coming back, which is always nice. And we start the episode off against Liverpool. We're still looking for that first Premier League win, but we're yet to lose as well. But Liverpool at this point in time are actually top of the table. So coming here to Ewood Park was always going to be a difficult game for us. And I honestly would have not been surprised if we had our first loss in this game against Liverpool. But we started off pretty brightly here. Kim Shin-wook's header straight at Pepe Reina, but from that well, I was going to say from that result in kick out, I think it was anyway, but we want a free kick here anyway. Christopherson goes down left hand side, chips the ball in, but oh, Kimmy, come on, what was that? I mean, for some reason he won a corner, but I'm pretty sure it shouldn't have been a corner. But regardless of such, we missed two headers here, and we really should have put one of those away. But it really was a game really where it was all about crossing, because as you would have seen at the start, we had Kim Shin-wook, who's 6'5" up front, and his striking partner was Christopherson, who's 6'7", so I mean, all I had to do was just keep crossing the ball, and eventually I'm pretty sure the ball will go in, and it did. Christopherson flies in here in the 18th minute from a Townsend corner, and it's 1-0 to Blackburn. And like I said, I mean, it genuinely was. Like, I can just imagine like being on the sidelines with like the clipboard and all the tactics devices, and looking to my assistant manager and going, "So what do you reckon?" He just goes, you know, just keep crossing, we'll score. You know what I mean? So it really was just ping the ball in, whip it in, and eventually we get some headers to fall in the back of the net. And the first one was from Christopherson in the 18th minute, and then we play some nice passing football here. So good, really. Christopherson gets onto the ball, and he had a really good game. Christopherson, who's only rated 69 or 70, 69 lol. Only rated 69 or 70. But he's actually a really decent player, and I picked him up on the cheap last season, which is really cool. So he's a very good backup player. I think that's a good signing for me. But yeah, John Ruddy was barely tested in this game. He had to make a good save there though. But in the 80th minute, Townsend down the left hand side, and like I said, it was just a case of just keeping on crossing the ball. He tries to here, but Martin Skirtle puts the ball out for a corner. Make a quick substitution, bring off Towns, bring on Redmond, and from that resulting corner, it must have been a great substitution, because Redmond comes in, he takes the corner himself, and it's headed in by Sorensen. It does take a huge deflection, no doubt, but the 6'4" Danish, I swear he's Danish, puts the ball into the back of the net. So it's 2-0, and that's how the game finishes. So our first win of the Barclays Premier League season. 4 games, 3 wins, 1 draw. What a great start. And yeah, I was absolutely delighted to knock Liverpool off the top spot and claim our first 3 points of the season. But the following game was away at the Britannia to take on Stoke City, and I was relatively, I'm not really sure really, I was kind of nervous, because obviously Stoke are a very ruthless side, obviously on defence, and a pretty decent side attacking wise as well. But Henriksen's shot here, they were sort of restricting us to long range shots, which really isn't nice. But I want you to keep your eyes on Ryan Shotton here, and he's only got the medium attacking work rate, but you wouldn't have guessed it. Look at him carry on his run here. This is awesome from the big right back. Just does so well to keep his strength away from Wilson. Goes down the right hand side, his cross is blocked, and eventually goes out for a corner. But that, all you know, this comes from Shotton's run, you know. And when Sorensen heads the ball in, it gets saved. I mean, when I said Stoke are ruthless at the back, you don't really expect that, and I don't know what Campbell was doing on the line there. He tried to head it off the line, just headed it onto the post. It was awful. I mean, just a calamitous piece of defending from Stoke, and that's something you do not expect from them. But like I said, that goal all came from Ryan Shotton's run, man. That was awesome. But yeah, 1-0 to Blackburn, and like I said, it was just brilliant. I mean, I've also got to say, like, Wilfried Zaha, I've said before, I feel like he should be 5-star skill. He's only 4-star, but when you play with him, he honestly feels like he's 5-star skill. That was amazing, lovely rainbow flick, and the header really should have found the back of the net. Great save from Begovic. But yeah, I mean, Zaha was just fucking awesome. Like, seriously, he's such an amazing player. And you know, just after half an hour played, I picked the ball up here, and he takes a shot from just over the halfway line, and look how close that is. It takes a bounce, and it just goes wide of Begovic's post. He had an awesome game, and he's just such a great player, you know, he really is. But Stoke did manage to hit the post here. Cueva Liar, I think it is, hitting the post, and then Charlie Adams' shot was well blocked by Kurt Zouma. But in the 70th minute, we picked the ball up here. Zaha loses it. Wilson puts the ball out for a throw, and from that throw-in, I go into the pause menu, make a couple of substitutions. One of those is Lee Yong-jae, and I said before, Ryan Shotton, I love the giant throw-in, and you don't need to have it effective even from the opposition's half. Even when you're in your own half, you can still make it work, and he does just that. Kim Shin Jin-wook heads it on. Lee Yong-jae shuts down Shawcross, and yeah, I said about ruthless defending, but Stoke had an off day today. You know, they were absolutely terrible. They just let us walk all over them. You don't expect that from Stoke, and Lee Yong-jae, with basically his first touch, makes it 2-0 to Blackburn Rovers. And at this point, we were cruising. Stoke didn't look like they were going to get anything out of this game. That was all over. But Gutierrez did come through here, play through Michael Kitely. He's crossing, great punch out by John Ruddy, but Charlie Adams' shot goes flying over the bar. That sort of ended quickly, sorry about that. But he went over the bar. Then Wilson Palacios' shot, well saved by John Ruddy, and then Ruddy drops the ball here. Oh, that was so close. He managed to recover. He managed to make a good double save in the end, but that could have been his first goalkeeping error for us at the club. But from that resulting corner, Jermaine Pennant swings it in. It's headed away. It comes to Glenn Whelan. It's cleared away. It comes back to Campbell. Campbell picks the ball up, plays it into Wilson. His cross is blocked. Again, Wilson swings the ball in, and again, John Ruddy comes to claim the ball and drops it. Butterfingers. But yeah, it was 2-0 still. We managed to escape that mini heart attack, and we had a chance to make it 3-0 right at the end. Nathan Redmond skips past Ryan Shawcross, plays into Ha. He finds Lee Yong-jae, but unfortunately the South Korean shot is well saved by Begovic. But 2-0, 2 wins from 2 games here, and we are still unbeaten with 5 games played. Absolutely delighted. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.
Could have maybe shown a bit more